Hi everyone. So today we are going to work on navigating through the textbook. When you go into your OneLogin SSO, you should have a direct link to Pearson SuccessNet. Pearson is the company who produces our textbook. So when we go in here, you guys won't have all of the books you're seeing on the screen. This is my screen. But you're going to go to your Algebra 1 textbook. All right, and you won't be able to see the teacher edition, I don't think, but you want to go to the student edition and open that up. And we'll go back and look at those other things shortly. But let's just open the student edition of the textbook. So here's our e-text. It's a cool little mechanical fish thing on the front. All right, should be listed Algebra 1 Common Core from Pearson. On the top here, we have a search bar. So if you're looking for a particular topic, you can just type it in there. It should find it for you. All right, you also have screen zooms, all of that stuff. And you can switch to a whiteboard view and kind of work through problems on your own. All right, on there, you can draw on the text. We're going to go back to the web view. In this left-hand side, we have our table of contents. That moves us through the chapters. You can see at the end, it has a visual glossary. All right, so for those of us who are bilingual, or lucky enough to be bilingual, all right, they have direct translations into Spanish for some of our vocabulary. There's some of the selected answers to some of the problems in the book. Let's see what else we have. A reference section here, which gives us cool charts. All right, for conversions or formulas or symbols. So if we ever need to reference anything like that, we would go to the references. Let's open up chapter 1 since that's where we'll be starting. If we open up chapter 1, we click on the first section. All right, and we will pretty much follow the order of this textbook. I will kind of let you know if we veer off at times. But so here's the first chapter. All right, it has some cool stuff in it, some good resources. All right, there's a vocabulary box in the beginning of each section, located here on the purple, so that tells you all the important vocab you will need to know. And then it'll go through some examples showing you exactly how to do problems. We also have other resources on the left-hand side. So let's look at chapter 1 again. All right, there's some extra practice problems. There's a My Math video. So that's just to give you an example of what that might look at like. Let's go back into the textbook. So there's different videos we can look at. I'm not sure how helpful that particular one would be. As I look through it, I will assign certain ones at different times. There's also just a regular glossary, so we can look up vocab words by letter back here. All right, if we're not sure of a term or what I'm asking for in something, we can look through there. There's a notes section where you can take notes as you're looking through the text. All right, so let's back out of here. There's also an interactive digital path here. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is pretty cool. You go into here and there's lots of videos and tutorials and stuff in here. I'll open up this one. We'll view it for a couple seconds, but this way you can see what these videos are like. Oh, that video there is just the one we just watched. So let's look at the next one to see what else they have to offer.
So let's look a little bit at numerical and algebraic expressions. First, we'll look at numerical expressions. A numerical expression is a mathematical expression that contains numbers and operations. Remember, operations are things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
So as you can see, there's some supplemental learning that can happen here, which will be really helpful if you need a deeper understanding, and I am not available to help you right away. You can pop in here, maybe watch one of these videos. This here looks like this. All right. So some just extra things to think about. Hopefully you guys will use this as a resource, especially if you're stuck with a question or the check for understanding isn't going as well and you need some extra clarification on what you're doing and I'm not available right away. The textbook is an awesome resource to use. So good luck. After you go through this tutorial that check your understanding, there will be some questions at the bottom of this lesson based on the navigation process, and then there is also a check your understanding with some questions about navigating through the text. Good luck, guys.